Maddie Tao. So that is your 5 for the Hopkins County Central Lady Storm.
Tigers of Caldwell County. Number 3, Peyton Young.
Coming out for the Tigers first is number 3, Peyton Young.
Chandra Litchfield.
Number 5, Chandra Litchfield being introduced.
Number 13, Cameron Cliff.
Number 13, Cameron Cliff.
At forward, number 14, Mossy Glover.
Number 14, Mossy Glover.
Number
21, Jada Boyd. Rounds out the Tigers starting lineup. We're set for basketball here. We got on a little bit late due to some difficulties getting back to the station, but we're on now and look forward to the contest. And to take us through the first quarter, our play-by-play guy is Eric Jacobs.
And we are all set for tip-off. It looks like it's going to be Glover to take it for the Tigers and Eichard for the Storm. Tigers will be going from left to right. We're all set away. The ball is up, and the tip is won by the Lady Storm. That's picked up by Ricara Hughes. Hughes is going to bring it across midcourt from the Tigers logo. Goes far right side to Baxter. Baxter's going to swing it left side of the perimeter to Hughes. Hughes dishes it off to Eichard. Eichard will check it back to the point. Eichard sets up, swings it left side to Hughes on the perimeter. Hughes is going to swing it around the horn right side. That ball is tipped, but kept by the Storm. A little bit of an errant pass goes off the hands of Gabby Baxter. That will be a Lady Tigers possession. Lady Tigers good defense early to get the game started as the senior Cameron Cliff inbounds the ball to Peyton Young. Young over to Boyd. Boyd off the hands of Litchfield. That's going to be picked up by the Lady Storm. To the hands of Tao. Tao will hand over to Hughes. Hughes across midcourt for the Lady Storm. Will go right side to Eichard. Eichard's going to swing it. Drives down the lane. A little floater. It's up and in. Lady Storm with the early 2-0 lead. 7:12 remaining here in the first quarter. Ball's inbounded by the Lady Tigers in the hands of Cliff. Cliff runs into a little bit of defensive pressure there. Lady Tigers able to get it across midcourt. Quick ball movement. Comes down low to Glover. Glover air ball over the top. No good. Rebounded Storm. Quick transition now by Hopkins Central. So Eichard stepping in. There's going to be a travel on that one, however. Took one little extra step, and the Lady Tigers, to their credit so far in the first couple seconds of this game, looking good defensively.
Playing well and created 2 turnovers so far and 3 trips for the Hopkins County Lady Storm.
Storm in a press as this ball comes off the hands of Peyton Young and out for a Lady Storm possession.
So far the turnovers are even, Eric, at 2 apiece. Then we're 1 minute into the game.
Little difficulty getting into the rhythm of the game. Both teams will look to set a tone here early on as this is a District 7 matchup and an ever important game, especially with the Lady Tigers being 0-1 so far in the district, the Storm being 1-1, both trying to get that edge to what looks like will probably be the second seed as this Ricara Hughes at the point will swing it right side to Baxter. Baxter looking for a little help will go all the way left side to Eichard. Eichard's going to drive, tries to get that pass off. It's going to be knocked away. Instead, she will drive in the lane, will be fouled. So Eichard will take her first opportunity at the free throw line for the Storm. Actually, they're going to give this on the floor. So now we have 3 subs coming into the game. Atlanta Hardy, Taylor Moore, and Kiera James. Lady Storm to inbound. Quick little skip pass down low. That's going to go up and in from Talana Hardy. She gets her first 2 of the game. Hopkins County Central with a 4-0 lead. 6:14 remaining here in the first. Cameron Cliff met by 2 Lady Storm in a trap. Is able to get that to Young across midcourt to Litchfield. Litchfield pulls up, dishes it down low for Cliff off the backboard and in. It's 4-2, 6 minutes remaining in the first. Quick transition now. There was a no look there from Taylor Moore. Moore caught a little off guard on that pass. That is a turnover for the Lady Storm. Will be a Lady Tigers possession. And it's pretty loud atmosphere in here tonight.
We've got the band, and we've got, I think, Hopkins Central's band in here too, I think.
And so it's quite an atmosphere in here thus far. This Litchfield for the Lady Tigers dishes it down low to Glover. Glover off the glass and in. We're all squared away here at 4. 5:44 remaining in the first.
The Tigers are breaking the Hopkins Central press by going to the outside and then back into the middle and taking maybe a 3-on-2 fast break from that point.
This ball will be checked to Eichard at the point. She will hand that ball off to Moore. Moore back to Eichard, right side of the circle. Moore is going to be content to check it back to the point. She tries to get something going for the Lady Storm. Her pass, though, will be tipped away by Peyton Young. So the Tigers doing a nice job in that 2-3 zone, not giving up anything inside and really causing Hopkins Central problems here early on. Ball to be inbounded for the Lady Storm. Comes to the hands of Moore. She's going to give over to Medlin. Medlin off the glass, no good. Rebounded Lady Tigers. Quick transition now by Jada Boyd as she comes across midcourt. Boyd's going to skip it over to Young for a three, left side, off the iron, no good. That is picked up by Eichert. Eichert, quick transition across midcourt. This is going to be a little floater put up by James. Up a little short, no good. Now a quick transition by the Lady Tigers. Ball's dished down low to Litchfield. That ball is going to be tipped away, though, and out for a Lady Tigers ball. So having some issues getting it in down low early. So we've got 3 substitutions. We've got the original 5 out now for the Hopkins County Central Storm.
Our 2 baskets, Eric, have come on just 1-foot shots from underneath the basket. So when we've broken the press, we've broken it well.
Quick inbound to Litchfield. She drives, pulls up at about the free throw line, gets it off the glass and in. Lady Tigers now with a 6-4 lead. So this ball is going to be pushed around. They're going to say that that is a foul. A little bit of contact there on Maddie Tao. This foul will go against. See who they credit.
Chandra Litchfield, I think, is going to pick that one up.
They are going to give that to Litchfield, it appears. So that will be Litchfield's first of the game. That'll be the Lady Tigers' second. This foul is on the floor. Ball to be inbounded. Comes into the hands of Plana Hardy. She's going to give it over to Eichert. Eichert spins short off the iron, no good. Contested rebound. That ball's floating around. Somehow kicks back out to Eichert. She goes far left side to Baxter. Baxter for 3. Up off the iron. No good. Over the top of the backboard. So that will go out for the Lady Tigers. Get a nice break defensively.
And into the game for Caldwell County is number 20, Bella McConnell. And Peyton Young getting a rest.
This ball is floated up. That pass is going to be picked off by Eichert. Eichert tries to float that ball over to the hands of Plana Hardy. That's out, no good. So Lady Tigers with another possession off of a turnover.
4 for Hopkins Central, 3 for the Lady Tigers so far. So we're still trying to settle down and get calm here.
With still 4:13 left here in the first quarter as Lady Tigers are quickly moving forward. Cameron Clift off the glass, no good, but she is going to be fouled in the process, so she will take her spot at the free throw line. They're going to give that foul to Riccara Hughes for the Lady Storm.
Maddie
my
Tao.
mistake, Maddie Tao. Saw him with the 1, not the 2 before it, as Cliff's first is up and in. Lady Tigers extend that lead to 7-4. Coming into the game now for the Lady Tigers is J.C. Jaggers for Peyton Young. Cliff to take her second from the free throw line. This ball is up and in. She goes a perfect 2 for 2 to start the game. The Lady Storm look to slow it down a bit as Riccara Hughes heads it up at the point. Hughes is going to hold, skips it left side for Eichert. Eichert tries to find down low. No good for Tal. Picked up by Jada Boyd. Boyd, quick transition, little skip pass down low to Glover. Glover, good heads up. She gave it to Jagger. She had that ball stripped away. So Lady Storm in possession will bring it across midcourt. Hughes at the point is met there by Mashi Glover. They're going to go left side to Eichert. Eichert hold goes right side to Hughes. Hughes floats it down low. They're going to kick it out to the right side for Baxter. Baxter for 3. That's up and in. And that's something we've noticed early on in warm-ups. Whenever the Lady Storm were shooting, they really like that, the corner shots.
That right corner, and they were deadly in warm-ups.
So this ball is no good by Glover. That's going to be picked up there by Gabby Baxter. Across midcourt is Riccara Hughes for the Lady Storm. She's going to kick it right side to Baxter. Baxter looks to drive, is pushed away, gives back to Hughes. Hughes is going to step into the lane, 1-2 up, no good. Ball skips around, picked up by Tao, can't get it to drop. Sophomore or freshman Bella McConnell there to clean up. Across midcourt is Jada Boyd for the Lady Tigers. She's met quickly by Riccara Hughes. Boyd a little one-on-one with Hughes, gives over to Cameron Clift. This ball is kicked down low for J.C. Jaggers. Jaggers able to put that ball up off the glass and in, so the 8th grader making a quick impact coming into this game. And looks like the Storm tried to go into a little man there. Lady Tigers, nice job to break this down as Eichert brings it across the top of the circle for the Lady Storm. She's going to go right side to Baxter. Baxter's going to drive, kind of an off-balance shot. Will go out for another Lady Tigers possession. And Hopkins Central really struggling to get anything going. Been turning over the ball quite a bit.
Our zone defense has had an impact. You're right. They've only been able to score. They got one in close and two from outside, so one of those are three.
That's something that the Lady Tigers, I'm sure, will be pleased about. As they break this press, they get it to Mashi Glover. A little skip pass to McConnell. McConnell off the glass and in. Lady Tigers doing a nice job finding players down low.
This press is easy to break the way we're attacking it, Eric.
Lady Tigers with a 12-7 lead right now. 2:05 remaining in the first as Hughes is going to drive. Little floater. That's short, no good. The senior Cameron Cliff there to pick it up. She's going to weave her way through traffic across midcourt. Has that ball tipped away and stolen by Eichert. Eichert now in transition. 1-2 step is going to go up for a shot. Will be fouled in the process, not able to get it away. But Kiki Eichert will take her spot at the free throw line for the Lady Storm. They're going to credit that foul to Jada Boyd. That will be Boyd's first of the game, the Lady Tigers' third of the half. Eichert from the free throw line. Her first is up off the iron, no good. Chandra Litchfield checks into the game for the freshman Jada Boyd. Eichert 0 of 1 from the line. Looks to take her second. That ball's up, no good. Goes 0 for 2. McConnell quickly pressed, turns that ball over to Eichert. Floats it for Baxter. Baxter off the glass and in, or Hardy, my mistake. That is Talana Hardy that scores that one. Ball's quickly inbounded by the Lady Tigers. Storm still in that press. They float it up to Glover. Ball's tipped. She's able to hold on to it. Gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers dishes down low. Litchfield hacked across the forehead there. No call. Is now quickly in transition, or the Lady Storm. This ball's going to be up. No good. Layup was missed by Brittany Medlin. So Lady Tigers now in a quick transition. Jaggers has that ball tipped away. She's able to corral it back in as she is met by Hardy. Jaggers, nice little one-on-one there. Shakes Hardy away from her. She gives over to Litchfield, right side of the perimeter. She's going to go left side to Glover. Glover holds, is met swiftly. Gives it to Cliff. Cliff down low for Jaggers. Jaggers' little turn shot. Can't quite get it to drop. That rebound's picked up by Kiki Eichert. Eichert across midcourt, picking up a little bit of steam, is going to dish it off to Baxter. Baxter high arcing three, no good. Ricard Hughes there for the offensive board. Hughes will check it back to the point. It comes back to Hughes on the left side. She plays down low. They're going to kick it back out to Eichert. Eichert pulls a three from the near right side. That's good. Lady Storm really looking from that three on the perimeter. As we're going to have a substitution and now a timeout taken by the Lady Storm. We're all tied up, 12-12 here, 36.4 seconds, and Lady Tigers did a nice job of jumping out early. Lady Storm with those 2 threes have been able to corral it back.
So that's how they've fought their way back into it, and our defense inside is excellent. We're smothering the ball inside, and they're making really length of floor tight passes and getting these kids from the three-point circle open by about 10 feet, and as we mentioned, pregame practice, they shoot the ball really well from outside.
Especially, that's one thing I'm sure the Lady Tigers will look to adjust off this timeout, as the Hopkins Central hasn't had just about anything going on the inside game. That zone's done a nice job of just keeping everything out to the perimeter, but if they have that open perimeter shot, they're definitely a team that's not afraid to take it.
And Hopkins Central, I think, has been, they've created 3 or 4 turnovers from the Lady Tigers, but when we break their press, we're scoring easily.
This ball is inbounded to Cliff. Cliff's going to go to McConnell. McConnell, quick pass to Glover. Glover uncontested underneath the basket, puts it up and in. Lady Tigers with a 14-12 lead. We've got 24 seconds left in the quarter. Ball comes right side to Towle. She's going to give to Hughes. Hughes goes left side for James. That ball comes off the hands of James. No good. Cameron Cliff picks it up with 13 seconds. We'll go to Jaggers. A little contact there on Jaggers. She's able to hold on to the ball. She's going to give it back to Cliff. We're at 7 seconds. Cliff looking for an open player shot. We'll give to Jaggers. 3 seconds. 2. Jaggers floats that ball up short off the iron. No good. And so after 1 quarter of play, is Caldwell County Lady Tigers 14, Hopkins County Central Lady Storm 12. We'll go ahead and take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with second quarter action. You've been listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger, WPKY Online.
Princeton is our name. Rehabilitation, that's our game. Hi, I'm Krista Fuchel with Princeton Health and Rehab. Have you had a recent surgery or hospitalization and need short-term rehab? Let us be that place for you. With therapy available 5 times a week, up to 3 hours a day, we will get you back in the game of life. Your rehab suite awaits. Give us a call, 270-365-3541, or stop by for a tour. We're your neighbors. We're your friends. We're Princeton Health and Rehab.
When you need extra time to heal, Caldwell Medical Center's swing bed program can help you if you've been discharged from a hospital but still need recovery time before going home. Who's right for swing beds? Patients with recent joint repair or replacement, recovering from a wound or major surgery, patients who need acute physical or occupational therapy, patients in need of post-hospitalization pain management or IV therapy, or patients recovering from a stroke. For more information, contact Caldwell Medical Center at 270-365-0300. Caldwell Medical Center, located at 100 Medical Center Drive.
And welcome back to Lady Tigers basketball here at the Cab, where we've started the second quarter. Lady Tigers take a quick 16-12 lead. Chandler Litchfield got an early basket to get this quarter kicked off. As this ball comes out of play, it will be Hopkins Central ball. This is inbounded to Ricara Hughes. 7:35 remaining here in the second. Hughes at the point will go left side to Moore. Moore back to Hughes. Hughes is going to drive. Instead, she will be caught on a travel. And Hopkins Central, kind of the same old story, once again will turn this ball over to the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers done a nice job here offensively, creating a multitude of turnovers. As Hopkins Central comes back out in this break, Jada Boyd dancing through some traffic and a little bit of trouble is met by two. That's going to come off of the foot of a Lady Storm defender. Coach Thomas called a quick timeout. Good call there. Jada Boyd was not in a good spot with a lot of help around her.
And she dribbled herself into that trap on the baseline over here, and you know, if we hadn't called a timeout, they would have forced a turnover.
It's been a lot of turnovers here early, and that's not something that we've really seen in a game up until this point.
Their press, if it's either effective or ineffective, and when I mean ineffective, when we break it, we're getting 1-foot shots.
And so that's something the Lady Tigers will look to work off of. They've jumped out, have taken a 16-12 lead, and it's kind of been an odd game so far. There hasn't really been a flow per se to this game. This ball is inbounded to Jada Boyd for the Lady Tigers. She's going to bring it across the Tigers logo. It's met by Eichert. Will go right side of the perimeter to Jaggers. Jaggers is going to drive in, pulls up, short range jumper, no good. Contested rebound. Boyd rips that one away. The possession arrow, though, on that jump ball will go to the Lady Storm. This is a little contested rebound. It's been one of those that we're either really hot shooting or we're really cold. It's been one of the two.
Shot. That was a three-foot shot by JC. Just didn't go down.
This ball comes right side perimeter for Moore. She will come down low for Towle. Towle goes outside to James. James for three from the corner. No good. Ball's going to be tipped around, comes off the hands of a Lady Tiger. Hopkins Central will maintain possession. So now we have our original three, Hughes, Hardy, and Baxter, coming back into the game for the Lady Tiger, or Lady Storm. This ball to be inbounded by Kiki Eichert. Skips it down low. There's going to be a foul in the process. Maddie Towle went up for that ball and was fouled. I believe that foul is going to go to Jada Boyd. It will be Boyd's second. It's the Lady Tigers' fourth of the game.
And the Hopkins Central player broke wide open and missed the shot, and she misses her first free throw here.
Hopkins Central not making it count so far from the line. I believe they're 0 of 3 so far. Towle will take her second this opportunity. Towle's second is up off the front of the iron. No good. Chandra Litchfield there to rebound it. Met quickly by two Lady Storm defenders. So that ball is ripped away. And they are going to get Chandra Litchfield with a foul after she had that ball taken away. So that's press for the Lady Storm effective in that case, as this ball's inbounded to Hughes. She thinks about a three. Instead, will give to Hardy. Hardy back to Hughes, but floats it well over the top of her head, so another turnover is coming into the game, or they're going to say that ball is tipped. Is coming into the game is Bella McConnell for the Lady Tigers. She replaces the senior Chandra Litchfield. Hughes to inbound for the Lady Storm, gets it into the hands of Eichert. Eichert at midcourt, met there, gives over to Hughes. Hughes back to Eichert. Eichert swings left corner for Baxter. Baxter for three, up off the rim, no good. That's rebounded, contested rebound. A lot of contact there A lot of fighting for that one. Ultimately, it's going to turn into a foul for the Lady Storm. They're going to get Cameron Clift with the foul. Could have easily made an argument for a jump ball on that one.
Easily.
The first free throw is up for Talena Hardy. She will miss that one as Katie Franklin checks in for Bella McConnell for the Lady Tigers. And the free throw shooting woes continue for Hopkins Central.
Is 0 for 4, and hopefully we'll make it 0 for 5 here.
This one is up by Hardy. She gets it to drop. Is now coming into the game is Brittany Medlin for the Lady Storm. So really a choppy feel to the beginning of this game. A lot of subs, a lot of turnovers, a lot of back and forth. But at the end of it all, the Lady Tigers do have a 16-13 lead here with 6:26 remaining in the second. This ball to be inbounded by Katie Franklin. Tries to find an open Tiger. She finds that in Peyton Young. Young gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers met by 2 Lady Storm defenders. Jaggers needing a little bit of help. Can't find it. Has that ball stolen away. This is Eichert, floats it for Hughes. Hughes up, gets it to drop. Deficit is cut to 1. Lady Tigers lead 16-15. It's Peyton Young to inbound this ball, finds Katie Franklin. Franklin back to Young. Young is met by the Lady Storm, gets it to Jaggers. Jaggers has that ball turned over. Contested ball on the ground. That's got to be a jump ball. Possession will go for the Lady Tigers, but that press really started to work now against the Lady Tigers.
We're not really crisp as we were the first 5-6 trips down the floor.
There's been, you could credit that a little bit, a very young lineup in these past couple minutes. As Cameron Clift comes back into the game for the Lady Tigers, ball ends up in her hand. She's met there by Hughes. Floats that ball to Young. That's off the hands of Young. Lady Tigers running into a little bit of trouble here, not really able to get anything going. Like you say, the pass is not very crisp. No one moving really well. This ball's in the hands of Ricard Hughes for the Lady Storm. She comes across midcourt. Hughes looks for Eichert, finds her in the right corner. Eichert is going to be met there by McConnell, floats this ball up. It's picked off by Katie Franklin. She gives over to Cameron Clift. Clift across midcourt, met there by Ricard Hughes. Lady Storm back to a man-to-man. This ball comes to Young. Young dishes it down low for McConnell. McConnell off the glass, can't get it to drop. Contested rebound. Glover picks it up. Can't get it. Young with the ball. There's going to be a foul as Peyton Young came down with that rebound. And they are going to give that foul to, I believe, Kiki Eichert. So that will only be the Lady Storm's second foul of the half. It's coming back into the game for the Lady Storm is Kiera James for Ricard Hughes. Clift inbound from the left side baseline. Floats it up top for Glover. Has that pass intercepted, though, and tipped away. Ball comes to the hands of Kiki Eichert. We're at 5:14 remaining here in the second. Lady Tigers leading 16-15. This ball is skipped right side for Baxter. Baxter for 3, up, no good. Ball is tipped around, goes out for the Lady Tigers. This will be Katie Franklin to inbound for the Lady Tigers. They'll look to try and break this press the Lady Storm have had on the past couple minutes that has proved to be pretty effective. Franklin looking for the open man, finds Cameron Clift. Clift met quickly by Eichert, gets it to the hands of Franklin. Franklin gets around Baxter looking for some help. Lucky she didn't walk there. She gets it over to Clift. Clift has that ball tipped away, though. Lady Storm in a transition. This is Eichert. Eichert's going to drive the lane, throws the ball up, is fouled in the process, though. So Kiki Eichert will take her spot at the free throw line.
I think Bella McConnell's going to draw that one.
They are going to credit that foul to Bella McConnell. So that'll put Kiki Eichert at the free throw line once again for the Lady Storm. She's got the opportunity to tie it up and take the lead as her first is up and in. We're all squared away at 16. 4:48 remaining here in the second. Eichert to take her second. Eichert's second is up and in. Lady Tigers now trail by 1, 17-16. This ball to be inbounded by Katie Franklin. Franklin finds Clift. Clift met quickly. They get it to McConnell. McConnell to Glover. Glover down low, up and around and in. Lady Tigers, nice job there breaking that press, able to get some quick passes.
He threw over the press that time.
Now lead 18-17. This ball in the hands of Baxter. Baxter's pass is tipped, but picked up by Eichert. Eichert floats it down low to Hardy. That was a nice little pass. Floated it right over the head of the Lady Tiger defenders as the Lady Storm take a 19-18 lead. 4:22. Cameron Clift weaving her way through traffic, gets it to the hands of Peyton Young. Young gives over to McConnell. McConnell has that ball ripped from her, but they are going to call a jump ball in the process. Possession will go to the Lady Storm as Riccara Hughes, as well as Taylor Moore, come into the game for the Lady Storm. A lot of back and forth lead changes here. The Tigers doing a nice job of finally breaking that press. Be good to get a defensive stand here. Ball's in the hands of Hughes. She gets it over to James. James, nice little one-on-one there. Gets it back to the hands of Hughes. They come right side, little ball fake, but they are going to catch her on a travel. That was Taylor Moore. Moore got a little feet happy after she sold that shot, wanted to take a couple extra steps. This ball to be inbounded by Katie Franklin for the Lady Tigers left side. Storm still in that press. So now we're going to have a little discussion going on at the scorer's table. Trying to see what exactly is going on. The official's going to talk to Athletic Director David Barnes. That's never a good sign. Trying to figure out what's going on. Everyone seeming to be a bit confused. I'm not sure if something was said from the stands. That's about the only thing I can think of, is that potentially someone was yelling something a little unsavory from the stands, and that's what it appears it may be as Barnes goes over there to check that out. So Tigers in transition look to break that press into the hands of Litchfield. Litchfield double team gives to Clift. Clift is going to hold, goes left side perimeter to Young. Young tries to play it down low, throws it right into the hands of Talena Hardy. Hardy gives over to Hughes. Hughes in transition for the Lady Storm. Hughes met at midcourt, has that ball tipped away by Peyton Young. Ball out for Lady Storm possession. With 3:41 remaining here in the second quarter, Caldwell County trailing by 1, 19-18. Riccara Hughes will hold on. Dishes this to Hardy. Hardy's going to step in, can't get it to drop. Contested rebound. It's going to bounce around. That's going to end up as a jump ball. Or are they going to...
Looks like one wants to call a foul.
One wants to call a foul, one wants to call a jump ball. A lot of confusion here early. They're going to call a timeout. And they're going to say that Hopkins Central had possession of that ball, and we'll credit them with the timeout. Not sure how much I agree with that one, as that ball was really squirting around.
Nobody had possession of that ball.
I think if anything, the floor had possession of it. Other than that, it was kind of up for debate. But regardless, it will be credited to Hopkins Central, so there'll be a timeout taken with 3:29 remaining here. So Lady Tigers came out to a good start in the first. The second's gotten a little rougher. The key, it really looks like, is just how to break that press and get a quick shot off.
Well, that's right. The longer we hold the ball and pass it around and move it around, it's to our disadvantage. Get a couple passes, get down floor, get a little 4 or 5 foot, 1 foot, take it.
And that was really the key to the first quarter. I mean, the first, I would say probably 8-10 points came from 2 feet underneath the goal.
Absolutely, and Hopkins Central is working it around enough so that when they do get a shot in close, it's usually a pretty open shot. And then all 4 of their players, 5, are crashing the boards, and we're all about the same height. So nobody can really claim just a control of a rebound.
And as we said, this is a game that both teams, a big game. This is really district week, if you will, for the Lady Tigers. They fell to Madisonville North Hopkins earlier this week. We'll look to get off on make it an even 1-1 in the district with a win here against the Storm. This ball is inbounded by the Lady Storm to the hands of Riccara Hughes. She'll give over to Eichert. Eichert double teamed, has that ball ripped away by Young. That's going to be a contested ball. Possession arrow will go to the Lady Tigers. 3:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Lady Tigers trail 1, 19-18. This ball is inbounded by Katie Franklin, finds the hands of Cameron Clift. Lady Tigers look to break this press quickly, can't do it. Litchfield able to find Clift, gets it to Young. Young's going to step in, little, say, 4-footer, no good. Picked up by Glover. There's going to be a foul on the floor.
Every time one of these players brings a ball down, you can see about 5 or 6, 7 hands go on the ball.
There is nothing that is given here as that foul went against Kiki Eichert. As this is a ball put up quickly off the inbound by Chandra Litchfield, gets it to drop. So Lady Tigers now with the 20-19 lead, 3:02 remaining in the second. Hughes is going to step in, little floater off the glass, too strong, can't get it, picked up by Tao. And Maddie Tao is going to make that finish, will be fouled in the process, and will step up for an and one play. They're going to give that foul against 22, Katie Franklin. So that'll be Franklin's first of the game, Lady Tigers' seventh. As now Maddie Tao has the opportunity to make it a 2-point lead for the Lady Storm. To Tao's credit, that was a good finish. That was a contested shot. Was able to get it dropped as her free throw is up. Airballs the free throw. No good. And that will go out for a Lady Tigers ball.
How can you shoot a 20-footer and make threes all day long and can't get the ball from a free throw to the rim?
It's just a bit short as this ball is inbounded by the Lady Tigers. They get it across midcourt to the hands of Peyton Young. Young looks to drive, is met by 2 Lady Storm, gets it to the hands of Litchfield. Litchfield off the glass, no good, gets her own rebound, but gets that one to drop. Lady Tigers retake the lead, 22-21, 2:36 remaining here in the second quarter. Hughes across midcourt, looks to dish it down low. Yeah, that's going to be a travel. She drugged that left foot, trying to find that seam to get the pass through. Was able to make the pass, drug her foot a bit, so Lady Tigers will have possession once again. Ball's inbounded to Cliff. Lady Tigers look to break that press quickly. They're able to do it. He's driving as Peyton Young gets it to Cliff, left side of the perimeter. Cliff is going to hold at the point, brings it all the way up to midcourt. She is met there by Hardy, gets it right side perimeter to Litchfield. Litchfield down low to Cliff. Cliff is going to be fouled in the process. Contested shot. So Cameron Cliff will take her spot at the free throw line. A very consistent shooter for the Lady Tigers. Looks like they're going to give that foul to Talana Hardy for the Lady Storm. That'll be Hardy's second, the Storm's fourth of the half. Cameron Cliff from the free throw line to take her first. It's up a little strong off the back of the iron, no good. Lady Tigers still hold that 1 point, 22-21 lead. Cliff 0 of 1 on this attempt. Will look to take her second to try and give the Lady Tigers a 2-point lead. This ball from Clift is up, gets it to drop. Lady Tigers now lead 23-21, 2:15 remaining in the second. Lady Storm in transition quickly across midcourt. Comes to the hands of Baxter. Baxter's going to drive in, loses that ball, contested ball. How in the world that was not called earlier? You got both players on their knees holding on to the ball. We finally get a jump ball called, possession.
And only one of the 3 officials blowing his whistle.
So they're really letting them play out there as the Lady Storm will have possession off that jump ball. It's to be inbounded by Eichert. Eichert directing a little traffic, finds Baxter. Baxter's going to give it to Hardy, high right side on the circle. Hardy will give back to the hands of Eichert. Eichert right at the Caldwell County logo, looking to direct some traffic, goes right side to Baxter. Baxter's going to swing it all the way left side for Eichert. Eichert brings it back to the point, right side for Hardy. That was a high pass off the hands of Hardy, couldn't hold it. So that goes out for another turnover for the Lady Tigers.
Hopkins Central with 11 and Caldwell County with 12 turnovers.
So it's kind of a turnover fest here early in this first half. Neither team finding their bearings as this pass is a contested pass. There's going to be a foul in the process.
Number 22, Kiki Eichert, will pick that one up.
So they will give that to Eichert. That'll be Eichert's second, the Storm's fifth. Lady Storm's coach, Todd Webb, not very happy with that call. This is inbounded to Cameron Clift. Clift at midcourt, goes left side for Litchfield. Litchfield looking to drive. Litchfield fouled in the process, and they will get Gabby Baxter with the foul for the Lady Storm. So that will be the Storm's sixth of the half. Gabby Baxter's first. Ball inbounded to the hands of Cameron Clift, high at the point. Clift goes right side for Litchfield. Litchfield right side of the perimeter, looking for a little bit of help. She's got to move. Instead, she will be tripped, and that will be another foul. Or no, they're going to give a offensive foul instead to Katie Franklin. So Katie Franklin for the Lady Tigers will pick up her second foul, and that will be the Lady Tigers' ninth.
I don't know why that's not a free throw shooting. That wasn't a charge or a player control.
Not sure. There's a little bit of confusion going on with this crew. This ball comes to Eichert. Eichert to Baxter. That pass shot is blocked by the senior Litchfield. She plays it up to Young. Young in transition, floats that one short. Ball is tipped away, but it will stay in Lady Tigers' possession. Kind of a sloppy first half of basketball. Not a lot dropping. Good defensive play there, though, to the credit of Chandler Litchfield. Did a nice job.
The first time that we got out on a Hopkins County Central three-point shooter.
Closed down on that quickly as Litchfield pulls up a mid-range jumper from the key. No good. She'll get that ball back in her hands, though. They'll swing it to Clift. Clift met there by Hughes, goes left side to Young. Young on the left side of the perimeter tries to drive, little spin move, looks to float it to Glover. Glover did a nice job to hold on to that. Right side to Clift. Glover turns, shot, little contact there, no call. We're at 41 seconds remaining. The ball in the hands of Ricard Hughes for the Lady Storm. Hughes across midcourt. Is going to be content to take her time, look for the last shot of this half.
Whoa.
A little bit of a walk there. This ball comes into the hands of Medlin. Medlin's shot was up, no good, picked up by the Lady Tigers. Clift in transition, 20 seconds. Comes to Peyton Young. Young floats up a wild shot, no good off the iron. Not a great shot to take there. It's in transition are the Lady Storm. This is going to be Eichert. Eichert, nice job going through traffic. Rolls that one up and in. So we're all squared away at 23, 6 seconds remaining. Ball in the hands of Clift. Clift looking for some help. 2 seconds instead will be called with a double dribble. So Lady Storm will have an opportunity here late in the second quarter to take the lead going into halftime. It's just kind of tough to watch at the moment. This ball is inbounded, tipped away by Clift. We're at 1.6 seconds. Good defensive stand there by the senior to tip that away. Looks like the Lady Storm are looking for an open shot from that corner that they like. So now they will inbound from their left side baseline with 1.6 seconds remaining, trying to get the lead before half. Eichert to inbound, looking for some help. Plays down low to Hardy, no good. That's picked up off the rim. That will be waved away. Brittany Medlin didn't get it to drop anyways. And so after one half of play, it is Lady Tigers 23, Lady Storm 23. We will go ahead and... Yes. And so we will go ahead and take a 3-minute break and then be back with some halftime analysis and stats. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger, WPKY Online.
Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here to tell you about KFC's new $10 chicken share. Surely the expert marketing name gave you all the information you need. It's a bucket for 2 people to share for $10. So I call it a $10 chicken share. It's available at KFC as 9 extra crispy tenders, 6 pieces of original recipe, 12 hot wings, or a bunch of popcorn nuggets. So get someone else and do like the name says. $10 chicken share. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Limited time offer, participating KFC. Prices may vary. Taxes, substitutions, extra. Not available at all locations.
Porter Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services at Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Everyone at Treasures Remember Florist and Greenhouse would like to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We would like to take this moment to thank you for your business and continued trust in providing your floral and gift needs. We hope that you will join us beginning Tuesday, December 27th for 50% off all Christmas decor, including wreaths, sticks, ornaments, garlands, and figurines at the Treasures Remember Florist and Greenhouse, 600 West Locust Street in Princeton. Phone 270-365-2556.
So I can get any size Coke for just $1 at McDonald's.
Yes.
A medium?
Mm-hmm.
Even a large?
Hey, you're starting to catch on.
Oh, what about a small large?
If a small large was a real thing, then yes, it would also be $1.
I don't think this day could get any better.
I'll throw in a striped star.
Oh, you don't have to.
You'll need it anyway.
Oh, that makes sense.
It also makes sense to stop into McDonald's and get an ice cold, refreshing any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
Welcome back here to the CAT building. We're here at halftime where the game between the Hopkins County Central Lady Storm and the Caldwell County Lady Tigers were tied 23-23 in somewhat of a sloppy play game. The Tigers with, by my count, 13 turnovers at the half. Hopkins County Central 11, numerous jump balls. But for the Tigers, when they've broken the press, they've been able to score fairly much at will. Leading the Tigers in the first half is Chandra Litchfield on 4 field goals, 5 points for Cameron Clift on a field goal and 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe. 6 points for Demashi Glover on 3 field goals for her 6 points. 2 points for Bella McConnell on a field goal and 2 points for J.C. Jaggers on a field goal. The Lady Tigers shooting 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Pretty good effort there for the Tigers tonight. And for the Hopkins County Central Lady Storm, they are led by Kiki Eichert with 9 points on 2 two-point field goals, 1 3-pointer, and 2 out of 4 from the charity stripe. 7 points for Talana Hardy on 3 field goals, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points for Ricara Hughes on a field goal, 3 points for Gabby Baxter on a 3-point field goal, 4 and 2 points for Maddie Towle on a field goal. She was 0 for 3 at the free throw line. For Hopkins Central, or they would have had the lead here at halftime, they are 3 out of 9 from the free throw line here at halftime. So if we can eliminate half our turnovers here in the second half, Eric, we got a really, really good chance of winning this thing, because our turnovers have been from not being able to solve the press. Hopkins Central's turnovers have been from just errant passes and dragging their feet, stuff like that. So if we can solve our issues and on the press, against the press, it should bode well for us.
And this is something the Lady Tigers will really look to get off on the right foot in this game. They're currently on a 2-game losing streak, dropping to Union and Madisonville North Hopkins earlier in the week. And so this would be a big game to turn it around, especially against a district opponent and a district rival in Hopkins Central.
It would be a huge game for us to win that. As you say, it's a district game, so those are important. And I'm not sure whether we made this comment at the start of the show or not, but Hopkins Central comes in with a record of 4-11, so they've had more downs than ups this year, and the Lady Tigers are over 500, as you've just mentioned. We haven't looked well our last 2 games, and maybe it's the January funk that a lot of teams get in the month of February. I know it seems like the Wildcats get a funk going sometimes in January, but after a couple of games, they get it all worked out and play well from that point forward. So I'm sure Coach Thomas is trying to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's something the Lady Tigers, like we say, this being a district game, they've only played 1 district game to a tough Madisonville North Hopkins team, who I would imagine is the pretty big favorite to come out with that number 1 seed for postseason play. But it's really big to want to get that number 2 seed.
I mean, if you can't have the 1st seed, which means you play the weakest team, and by playing the weakest team, you are assured a place in the regional tournament. The second place team plays the next worst team, and generally that should be accorded a win, but you never can put them in the bag until you get them played on the court. So yes, hopefully whoever finishes second will still have a great chance of getting into the regional tournament.
So we invite you, after this game, we will have a boys game coming up as the Tigers will host the Storm. And what's another, an especially big game for Caldwell County for the boys, as they are 0-2 in the district. You don't want to drop to 0-3. That makes it very, very tough to try and pull yourself out of that 4th seed.
Exactly, and the Tigers will have their hands full tonight with Hopkins Central. They are an improving basketball team. Not sure what their record is, but we'll have our hands full. But we've played well the last couple games. Great over in Union County. Held Madisonville to only a 6-point win after being down over 20 points in the first quarter of that game. So maybe we've got some things that we're playing well. Hopefully we can continue to do that.
Definitely. We're about 1:30 away from the start of the second half, so we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back with second half basketball action. You've been listening to Lady Tigers Halftime here on 103.3 The Tiger, WPKY Online.
Community Medical Clinic is proud to announce that we are now able to provide childhood immunizations and are pleased to offer well child examinations. With our extended hours from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., getting an appointment that is convenient for your family has never been easier. Nurse practitioners Beth Devine and Ellery Natton, as well as Juan Ray, are happy to see your children for annual examinations and wellness, as well as when a child or other family member is sick. Call today in Princeton at 365-0227 for an appointment. Community Medical Clinic is located at 310 Hawthorne Street, providing professional care close to your home and close to your heart.
And welcome back to the Cab here at Caldwell County High School. We're about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half, where the Tigers will be interesting to see what kind of adjustments they've made and how they're going to come out to try and break that press that they've been struggling with a little that Hopkins Central's presented them.
Only time will tell on that issue, Eric. And before it slips my mind, we want to be sure that tomorrow night the Tigers have a JV varsity game here against Union County, but the radio station will not be carrying that game, so I want to make sure our listeners are aware of that. This is a makeup game from early in December that was forced not to be played. Tigers to inbound the ball and to take us in the third quarter, Eric Jacobs.
Jada Boyd, a little one-on-one with Hughes, dishes it off left side to Young. Young back to Boyd. Boyd's going to hold, goes right side to Clift. Clift back to Boyd. Tigers trying to play around that perimeter. Looks like the Storm have come out in a zone to start this half. A little bit of a defensive adjustment by Hopkins Central. Lady Tigers will spin this ball around the horn, trying to break down the zone. They get it to the hands of Mashi Glover, right side. Glover looking for some help, gets that ball to Clift. Clift, nice job to hold on. Clift weaving her way through traffic, gives to Litchfield, pulls up just short, gets her own rebound off the glass, no good. That will be picked up by Brittany Medlin. Medlin hands over to Hughes in transition for the Lady Storm. Hughes goes left side to Baxter. Baxter back to Hughes, over to Eichert. Eichert holds right side. They're going to try and switch the whole way away. It's picked off, though, by Mashi Glover. Glover, uncontested layup. That's up and in. Lady Tigers take a quick 25-23 lead. 6:59 remaining here in the third quarter. Ball across midcourt by Hughes. Hughes skips it over left side for Baxter. Baxter's met there by Peyton Young. Will get it back to the hands of Ricard Hughes at the point. Hughes holds, swings it right side perimeter for Eichert. Eichert met by Jada Boyd. Eichert, a little one-on-ones driven to the corner. Tries to spin out of that. Jada Boyd, nice job staying in pursuit. As this ball is flipped, but there will be a timeout called quickly by the Lady Storm. So a good start for the Lady Tigers defensively. Lady Tigers really looking to shut down those quick shots that Hopkins Central has been taking. And so can't ask for a better start there. Get a quick 2 points, then turn right back around and have a good defensive stand.
Our defense has looked well these two trips that Hopkins Central has headed down the floor, resulting in one turnover and just about a turnover in that particular situation. Hopkins Central, realizing they weren't getting anything done, called the timeout.
Sense a little bit of frustration coming from Hopkins Central's Todd Webb, as he very emphatically threw that clipboard down, which is a feeling I understand from a coaching perspective. This ball is inbounded to Riccara Hughes. Hughes holds at the Caldwell County logo. Will go right corner to Eichert. Eichert tries to float this ball in. That's going to be tipped away, picked up by Glover. Glover, quick transition. Is being trailed by 2 Lady Storm. Gets that ball up and in. So Mashi Glover with the first 4 points of this half extends the Lady Tigers lead to 27-23. 6:11 remaining in the third. Hughes lays it off for Baxter. Baxter looking for a little help, gets it to Hughes. Calls for a walk there. Hughes drives through the lane. Nice little 1-2 Euro step, gets it up and in. Lead cut down to 2. Lady Tigers looking to break this press. So this ball is floated to the hand of Jada Boyd. She gets it across midcourt. Boyd dancing her way through traffic. Get the ball back in her hands at the point. Lady Storm set up defensively. Boyd goes right side to Cliff, back to the hands of Boyd. Boyd looking for a little movement. Not a whole lot going on down there. So they pass around the perimeter. Clift in her hands, tries to get around Hughes. Instead, will give it to Litchfield. Litchfield drives the lane. There's going to be some contact, though, in the process. That foul will go against number 3, Gabby Baxter, for the Lady Storm. So that will be the Lady Storm's first of this half, Baxter's second of the game. Ball to be inbounded right side baseline by Clift. Clift floats it up to the top of the circle to Boyd. Boyd drives. And there is going to be a foul once again called on 3, Gabby Baxter. So Baxter quickly gets into a little bit of foul trouble to start, as she will be, would imagine, no, she will stay into the game with those 3. And instead coming into the game will be Kiera James and Talana Hardy. Cliff to inbound from the right side baseline to the hands of Young on the right side perimeter. Young back to the point to Boyd. She swings it left side, down low to Glover. Glover off the glass. Mashi Glover having a heck of a third quarter here early on with 6 points to extend the lead to 29-25, 5:18 remaining. Ball in the hands of Baxter. Baxter met by Glover. Baxter goes right side to Medlin. Medlin, little fake, tries to skip that ball in. It's going to be knocked away down low, though. So Lady Tigers have adjusted well defensively and are not giving up anything easy down low.
Certainly not from outside either. The three-point shooters have been covered well.
This ball to be inbounded by Eichert. Eichert looking for the open man, floats this to Hardy. Hardy in a tough spot, had that ball tipped, but was able to get it to drop. We're now 29-27 Lady Tigers, 5 minutes remaining. Lady Tigers look to break that press, and that was a high pass thrown by Jada Boyd over the hands of Peyton Young. And so once again, that press showing that it can be effective at times.
Sometimes I think we forget we can make a bounce pass.
Ball's into the hands of Kiera James for the Lady Storm. James at the top of the perimeter tries to float it down low for Medlin. Medlin, wild shot off the glass, no good. Picked up by James. She gives to Eichert. Eichert's going to drive the lane. Little floater short off the rim. Tipped to the hands of Young. Can't hold it to James. James gives back to Eichert. Lady Storm look to pick up the tempo a little bit. Instead, will play this ball around. On the hands of Baxter. Baxter over to Eichert, high on the left side perimeter. Eichert will bring it centrally to the point. Goes over to James. James looks to drive, kicks it out to Baxter. Baxter contested 3, no good off the iron. Picked up there by Peyton Young, and to Chandler Litchfield's credit, did a nice job defensively to not give up anything easy. Ball in the hand of Jada Boyd. She is met by James. Boyd drives up and in.
By Glover
That was Glover. I think Glover has every single point
she does.
That the Lady Tigers have this half.
Keep feeding the beast, as I said.
Yes. She is on fire right now down low. This ball's in the hands of Eichert. Eichert's going to go over to James. James in a little bit of trouble, finds Eichert. She's going to look to drive on that right side elbow. Gives it to Medlin. Medlin off the glass, can't get it to drop. That rebound's picked up by the Lady Storm, no good. That comes off the hands of Kiki Eichert, so Lady Tigers will maintain possession. So Lady Tigers doing a nice job here in this third quarter. They have a 31-27 lead, 3:37 remaining, but defensively they've been solid. Jaggers into the game now for the Lady Tigers. She inbounds, this ball comes to the hands of Cliff. Quick passing from the Lady Tigers to break that press. Jaggers met there by Hughes. Little one-on-one gets it to the hands of Boyd. Boyd goes right side to Cliff. Cliff back to Boyd. Gets it back to the senior. Cliff looks to dish it down low, finds Jaggers. Jaggers double team. Nice job to get that ball back to the hands of Cameron. Cameron Cliff pulls up for 2, no good. That's going to be smacked away. Lady Tigers will maintain possession. Jaggers took a little bit of a shot rubbing her neck there. A little physical in that down low we mentioned in the first. Anytime that ball comes down, there's no such thing as having just a free rebound.
And I give Cameron Clift a big pat on the back for taking that 5-6 foot jump shot.
So this ball's inbounded to the hands of J.C. Jaggers at the point. Jaggers met quickly by Hardy. Jaggers, little one-on-one, gets it to the hands of Boyd. She's going to drive left side, heavy contact. That's going to be a block. I believe that foul will go against
number 10,
Kira James. James will pick up her first of the game. That will be the Lady Storm's third of the half, and James got the wrong end of that foul. As this inbound pass is tipped away by Talina Hardy.
When you commit the foul, you don't want to get run over.
No, and she most definitely did. A little bit of a shockwave went through her. She went down. Boyd with the ball at midcourt, tries to dance around Hughes. She will get it over. Oh, contested pass picked up there by Hardy. Heavily contested pass. Looked like a rugby scrum there. They're going to give that, though, as a jump ball. I'm not sure in a situation like that where two players look like something you'd see on the Discovery Channel with rams butting heads, how that's not a quicker whistle. That was National Geographic.
Yeah, if you let that go another 2 seconds, then somebody might have a broken nose.
Yeah, I think I saw a National Geographic photographer getting a picture of that. That was Lady Storm in possession in the hands of Hughes. Hughes tries to float that one up. They're going to get her on a travel, much to the displeasure of a lot of the Central fans. She took a little bit of contact there, went up and down.
And she initiated the contact.
She did initiate the contact. So there's no call, and it does end up as another turnover. Ball to be inbounded by the Lady Tigers. Comes into the hands of J.C. Jaggers. Jaggers to Cliff. Tigers looking to press this, or break this press once again. They do. Litchfield is going to drive the lane. Heavy contact. The shot is no good, but senior Chandra Litchfield will take her spot at the free throw line to try and add another 2 for the Lady Tigers.
And fouls on Somalia Stafford.
That is Stafford's first, Lady Storm's fourth. Litchfield from the free throw line. Her first is up and in. Another excellent free throw shooter for the Lady Tigers is checking back into the game as Kiki Eichert for Somalia Stafford. Litchfield 1-on-1 on this attempt. Her second free throw is up and in. Excellent free throw shooting by the senior to extend the lead to 33-27, 2:19 remaining here in the third. Hughes across midcourt. Go left side for Eichert. Eichert plays it down low to Tal. Tal's going to draw a little bit of contact. We will have a foul on the Lady Tigers. They're going to put it on the floor. That foul is going to go against the freshman Bella McConnell. That will be McConnell's second of the game. Lady Tigers first of the half. This ball, high floated ball, inbounded to the point to Ricard Hughes. She goes right side to Eichert. Eichert back to Hughes. She'll be content to bring it back to the point and set up once again. She kicks it off right side to Eichert. Eichert 1-on-1 with McConnell. High floated pass to Hughes. Hughes to James. That pass is intercepted, though. The senior Cameron Clift in transition. Ricard Hughes was right there with her. Cameron Clift did a nice job of holding up and letting her run on by. And you don't see it as much out here. Ricard Hughes, probably one of the fastest athletes I have seen. She plays soccer for the Lady Storm as well, and was just lightning quick. As the three is put up, air ball, no good. A lot of contact. Hopkins Central's coach not very happy with that one as the Lady Tigers now in transition. Clift about has that ball stripped. Did a nice job of being aware of the pressure from behind. Gets that ball to Jaggers. Jaggers drives the baseline, little floater up and in. The 8th grader J.C. Jaggers puts that away to extend it to a 10-point lead. 1:12 remaining here in the third quarter. Lady Tigers really having their way with the Storm so far this half.
It's been fairly easy this quarter, I would say, Eric.
This ball in the hands of James. James is going to drive, met there by McConnell. James just floats this up hard. He somehow got it double teamed. There's going to be a foul in the process, though, as she went up for that shot. They're going to get the senior Chandra Litchfield with that foul. Litchfield tried to get a little block on the shot, got a little wrist contact, so Litchfield picks up her third, gets herself in a bit of foul trouble here with 56.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Lena Hardy's first is up and in for the Lady Storm. Just checking back into the game is Gabby Baxter for Ricard Hughes, as well as, trying to see who came back into the game. Mashi Glover for, whoa, heavy contact there off the rebound of the missed free throw. They're going to give a jump ball, and that jump ball will go to the Lady Tigers. I feel like I've said that about 800 times tonight. It's been a lot of tie-ups, a lot of turnovers. It's kind of a...
This is kind of like ladies basketball of 25 years ago. 410 jump balls.
Definitely. This ball is floated to the hands of Jaggers. Jaggers, nice job to hold on. Lady Tigers need to get it across midcourt. That comes off the hands of the senior Cliff and into the hands of Eichert. Eichert in transition, 1-2. I don't know how that was not anything. That ball stripped away, but Lady Storm in possession. We're at 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Eichert with the ball. Eichert tries to play it down low. That's tipped away, picked up by Jaggers. Excellent pass to find Mashi Glover in transition. That is a very underappreciated pass. That is a tough pass to make.
A nice assist from JC and good court awareness and the ability to make the pass. And to Mashi's credit, she was able to catch it and lay it in.
Got a timeout that was taken with 22.7 seconds left. And Jaggers, one of those, we've talked about it throughout the season. She is one of those that would not tell that she is a 8th grader from the way that she plays.
She has matured considerably before our eyes of the last month and does not hurt our team at all whatsoever.
Not at all. When she comes in, she's actually in a couple games really given a boost, which is not something, if you think of an 8th grader playing varsity basketball, you don't say that in the same sentence very often.
If you go to sleep on her and she'll go right past you, she did on that particular instance, and she's really got a nice shot inside, too.
So it's excellent work. The Lady Tigers have done a nice job this quarter, extending a 39-28 lead with 22.7 seconds remaining. And it's really been the tale of two halves so far. The first half a little slow, a little sloppy. The second half some adjustments made, and the Lady Tigers really having their way with Hopkins Central.
The Lady Tigers with only 3 turnovers here in the third quarter, which they've cut that number down considerably, and it's showing in the score as well.
This ball is inbounded to Kiki Eichert. We're at 17 seconds left in the quarter. Eichert goes right side to James. James barely hangs on to that ball. Looking for a little help, floats it in. It's tipped away. James able to pick it back up. We're at 8 seconds. She's going to drive the lane. That ball comes out of her hands, tipped away. So with 4.9 seconds remaining, Lady Storm will have the opportunity to get the last points of the quarter. There's a little bit of disagreement there. Some people thinking she went a little out of control down the lane.
I didn't think anybody from our team touched it.
Ball's inbounded quickly, comes to the hands of Eichert. Eichert pulls up from the free throw line, no good. And so at the end of 3 quarters of play, Lady Tigers have a big third quarter to take a 39-28 lead over the visiting Hopkins County Central Storm. We'll go ahead and take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with fourth quarter basketball action. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger, WPKY Online.
Have you ever wondered what important factors make up a real community bank? Fredonia Valley Bank is a real community bank, looking to help you move forward in the new year with optimism and success. Being a real community bank means you have local people, local decisions, local commitment, and local investment that can make a big difference when you need a loan or help in managing your account. Fredonia Valley Bank has stood firm on the belief that the ability to serve and give the people in our local communities the attention they deserve is an important part of a real community bank. Come by and see us today at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia and 226 Commerce Street, Edible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
With shorter daylight hours here, you may want to consider adding security to your home, farm, or business with a new LED security light. Enjoy the safety, convenience, and peace of mind with security lights wherever you need them. Senor Electric's LED security lights are efficient and environmentally friendly. They give you more light, more work, and more playtime in those outdoor areas. And most importantly, you'll be more secure. For more information, call your friends at Senor Electric. Your touchstone energy cooperative.
Welcome back to the CAB building here. We're in the fourth quarter, and Hopkins Central with the ball, and to call the action, Eric Jacobs.
Ricari Hughes' pass for the Lady Storm comes off the hands of Kiki Eichert, so it'll be a quick turnover for the Lady Storm. Lady Tigers will have possession of the ball. They have a 39-28 lead here with 7:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball's inbounded to Jada Boyd. She's met quickly by Lady Storm defenders. It comes to Jaggers. Jaggers back to Boyd. High floated pass. Litchfield did a nice job to hold on as she finds the 8th grader JC Jaggers. Jaggers to Boyd. Boyd able to break that pressure. Nice little dish pass to Litchfield. Litchfield's going to be fouled in the process and will step up for a and one play. It was a nice, I think, kind of an accidental on purpose assist from the freshman Jada Boyd.
I think she was intent on giving it up. I think it surprised Chandra, and to her credit, she was able to catch it and take it up and score.
So Litchfield not able to make it a three-point play. That errant free throw was picked up by Baxter. Baxter hands it over to Hughes. Hughes to bring it across midcourt for the Lady Storm. Ricard Hughes in possession of the ball. Will dish it off to Kiki Eichert. Eichert holds at the point. She's going to allow the Lady Storm to try and get a little bit of movement going. Not a whole lot of movement going on, though, as she hands over to Hughes. Hughes looks to drive, kicks it out right corner to Baxter. Baxter holds a little skip pass to Hughes. Hughes at the top of the perimeter finds Eichert on the left side. Eichert back to Hughes. Lady Storm working it around the perimeter as Hardy's going to drive the lane. Up off the rim, no good. Contested rebound. That is going to be knocked away and sent out for a Lady Tigers ball. So the Lady Tigers just continuing that trend from the third quarter, playing well defensively. Jaggers to inbound, finds Boyd. Boyd met quickly there by the Lady Storm. Comes to the hands of Litchfield. Litchfield, good ball to Cliff. Little skip pass to Glover. Glover off the glass and in. Mashi Glover having a big-time second half. Excellent assist by the senior to extend it to a 43-28 lead. 6:33 to go here in the fourth.
Mashi with 12 points in this half, 6 in the first half for a total game high of 18.
Ball in the hands of Eichert. Eichert will hold as met there by Glover. She gives to Hughes. Hughes will hold at midcourt. He's going to skip it down to the low left corner to Eichert. Eichert tries to feed inside, and she finds Medlin. Medlin is going to be fouled in the process as she went up for that shot. This foul is going to go against Chandra Litchfield. Litchfield not really agreeing with that as she picks up her fourth foul of the game, the Lady Tigers' third, and this sends Brittany Medlin to the free throw line for the Lady Storm. Medlin's first free throw all around the rim and out, no good, as Bella McConnell will check into the game for Chandra Litchfield. Medlin 0 of 1 on this attempt. Look to try and make it a even 1-and-1. As her second ball is up, off the front of the rim, Bella McConnell there to rebound, quickly gets it to the hands of Cliff. Cliff, quick transition for the Lady Tigers, over to Jaggers. Jaggers to the hands of Boyd. Boyd right side to Cliff. Cliff holds, is met there by Baxter. Cliff's going to bring it all the way around to the center of the perimeter. We'll give it off to Jada Boyd left side. Boyd, nice job to hold on to that ball. Dances through traffic. Excellent work by Jada Boyd. Just disappearing around Lady Storm defenders. Excellent work by the freshman to make it a 45-28 game.
An outstanding basketball move.
5:37 remaining. This ball in Eichert. Eichert tries to do the same. She will draw some contact in the process, though. They're going to give that foul against
to Bella, I believe.
I think they gave it to Jada Boyd. They do give it to Jada. That is Jada's third of the game, the Lady Tigers' fourth. This sends Kiki Eichert to the line for the Lady Storm. Eichert's first is up and in. Give the Lady Storm their 29th point of the contest. Kiki Eichert's take her second. That ball is up and in. Goes 2 for 2 on that attempt. It's now 15-point, 45-30 lead for the Lady Tigers. 5:34 remaining. The Lady Storm really, really content to stay in this press, trying to force some turnovers to work their way back into the game. Boyd is quickly pressed there. She finds Jaggers. Jaggers pass tipped. Picked up by Talena Hardy. Hardy, nice pass there to Eichert. Eichert floats this ball up. No good. Ricari Hughes tips that ball way high. Is able to pick it back up. Lady Storm still in possession as Eichert takes it at the point. Goes left side to Hughes. Hughes holds. Is going to look to drive the lane. Little floater off the glass. No good. Jaggers there to get the defensive board. Jaggers now in transition. Will hand this ball over to Jada Boyd. Boyd right at the Tigers logo is going to go right side perimeter to Cliff. Cliff looking for a little bit of movement. That ball being swiped at. So we'll swing it around the perimeter. Boyd holds, looks for some movement down low, finds it in Cliff. Excellent cut there by Cameron Cliff. Got it right down low on the left side, put it up and in. Lady Tigers with a 47-30 lead, 4:45 remaining in the game. Ball finds the hands of Hardy. Hardy's going to step in, and there will be a foul in the process. That foul will go against 14, Mashi Glover. So that will be the Lady Tigers' fifth of the half. Glover's first of the game. Glover's been having an excellent second half here, leading the team in scoring. Has just been doing all kinds of work down low. So we have a substitution. Peyton Young will check into the game for the freshman Jada Boyd for the Lady Tigers. Ball to be inbounded now by Kiki Eichert. Tries to find Medlin, can't get her. That ball's picked up by Young. Young now loses that ball, comes right off of her foot and into the hands of Medlin. Medlin's going to try and step through, and yeah, Medlin's going to get caught on that one. Good defensive pressure there by the Lady Tigers. Quickly swarmed on her, forced her to do the little errant 1-2 bounce, and so Lady Tigers with the ball again. Ball in the hands of Cliff. She's going to float it to Young. Young to Glover. Glover's going to drive the lane. Nice little skip pass there to Bella McConnell, who puts it up and in to make it a 49-30 game, 4:19 remaining in the fourth. Eichert flips this ball over to James. James back to Eichert on the left side perimeter. Eichert at the top of the circle gives it over to James. James, a little fake, gives to Hardy. Hardy with a long two puts that up to make it a 49-32 game, 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Jaggers with the ball, met there by Medlin. Jaggers nice little behind the back, gets it. Her pass intercepted to the hands of Eichert. Eichert's going to float this up and in. So Kiki Eichert, a little bit of contact, able to make it finish. She'll step up for a three-point play. Jaggers in a little bit of confusion there. Didn't feel like she necessarily made contact. The referee saw it the other way, so Kiki Eichert will step up to try and make it 35 points for the Lady Storm. Eichert from the free throw line. Hers is up and in to make it a three-point play. Lady Storm now trail 49-35 here at the Cab at Caldwell County High School. Lady Tigers to inbound. Young gets it to Boyd. Boyd back to Young. Young holds. Her pass is floated up, tipped. Nice job by Cliff as it comes to Glover. Glover, good pass to McConnell. McConnell off the glass and in. So Mashi Glover having a heck of a game, assisting, scoring. Rebounding a little bit of everything. So McConnell put two away. Ball now in the hands of James. James, nice little no-look pass. Gets that ball over to Tal. Tal is able to put that up and in. Lady Tigers now lead 51-37 as Young's pass is blocked. Ball floated to Hardy. Hardy uncontested off the glass and in. Peyton Young to inbound the ball. Her pass is intercepted there as Hardy goes up and in. Young called with the foul. And Peyton Young having a tough time tonight out on the floor. So Young is caught with that foul as she will now come out of the game for Jaggers. And Peyton Young, just not her night. That was a tough little series there for her, as we're going to have a full timeout taken. So with that timeout, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, then be back with more fourth quarter action. You're listening to Caldwell County Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger, WPKY Online.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
Welcome back to the Cab building. 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the game. Talana Hardy will be at the free throw line to complete the N1 play. Lady Storm down by 10 points, 51-41, and they've made up about 8 points pretty quick here, Eric.
They have, and to their credit, a lot of that has come from just defensive stands. They had a quick little series there of about 2 or 3 turnovers that resulted in points. This latest one coming off an inbound and then a foul. So Talana Hardy will try and make this a 3-point play with her free throws. This ball is up and in. She's able to do that. As coming into the game is Brittany Medlin for the Lady Storm. Ball to be inbounded by Jaggers. She finds Boyd. Boyd floats this ball over to Cliff. Cliff not able to hold on to it. That comes off of her hands and out. So another turnover for the Lady Tigers. And like you say, the art of the skip pass is not being showcased here tonight. Hughes to bring this ball over midcourt for the Lady Storm. Hughes tries to find Eichert. She does. Eichert's going to drive in on this right side. 1-2, puts it a little short. Jaggers there to rebound. Nice job on that defensive board by the 8th grader. Ball comes to Litchfield. Litchfield can't get it to drop. Eichert there for the rebound. Lady Storm in a quick transition. Eichert's going to take it coast to coast, flips it down low for Tao. Tao off the glass and in. Deficit is cut to 51-44. 2:34 remaining here in the fourth. This ball comes to Cliffs. Cliffs passes errant and is picked up by Maddie Tao. Quick transition now by the Lady Storm. You can tell they're really trying to ratchet up the pace. So this ball comes to Medlin, and Medlin is fouled in the process. That'll be the Lady Tigers' 7th, so that will put Medlin at the line for the 1-and-1. They're going to give that foul against the 8th grader, JC Jaggers. Jaggers will pick up her 3rd of the game, gets in a bit of foul trouble here with 2:22 remaining. So Brittany Medlin to take the bonus. As coming back into the game is Talena Hardy for Maddie Tao. So you can almost sense a little bit of a shift in the atmosphere here.
It's coming back to haunt us a little bit, Eric.
It's getting a little tense as that first of the bonus, thankfully for the Tigers, up no good. Glover double teamed, in some trouble. And they are going to force the Tigers to take a timeout. And so that was to Hopkins Central's credit. Good defense coming off of that rebound.
And that was one of those, Hopkins Central has nothing to lose, and we are just becoming somewhat comatose, and we get the basketball in our hands. We're not looking to pass it. We're just looking to protect it, and all of a sudden 2 guys are around us, and then we try to make the pass, and it's not good.
And something we've talked about with that pass, it's a lot of just high floated passes. There's not a lot of trying to maybe sell a pass and skip it by somebody. It's a lot of you're throwing it a good 10, 15 feet into the air in hopes that someone will come down with it. So this ball to be inbounded now by JC Jaggers for the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers lead 51-44, 2:18 remaining in the game. Ball's inbounded to Jada Boyd. Boyd skips this over to Jaggers. Jaggers in a little bit of pressure is able to get it across midcourt to Glover to Litchfield. Litchfield in transition is fouled as she goes up for that shot. So Chandra Litchfield with the opportunity to get some vital free throws in for the Lady Tigers. This foul against the Lady Storm will go against 14, Brittany Medlin. That will be the Lady Storm's 6th of the game, Medlin's 1st. Now Chandra Litchfield has the opportunity for 2. Litchfield's first is up and in. And Chandra if you want someone at the free throw line for the Lady Tigers, it is Chandra Litchfield. She's been excellent.
Chandra or Cameron.
Both of the seniors almost automatic from that free throw line.
Experience. You want your seniors to step forward in the latter part of the game.
And that experience shows as Litchfield hits both of her free throws. Lady Storm in transition now. Hughes with the ball at midcourt. Hughes looking for a little bit of movements, met there by Jaggers. Little skip pass to Eichert. Eichert goes right side to Baxter. Baxter double team, floats this ball high to Eichert. She's able to bring it down to Hughes. Hughes is going to drive the baseline. Floater, no good, gets her own rebound. Able to skip that off the glass and in. We've got a 53-46 Caldwell County lead here with 1:44. Ball to Jaggers. Lady Storm in that press. Jaggers has that ball tipped. Jaggers in a bad spot. And they're going to get her on a travel. You could tell she was in a bad situation there. Didn't have a lot of help to try and get that ball outletted to anyone.
And because she's an 8th grader, she didn't realize she could dribble the ball and try to get free.
And so with that, there is a turnover. Lady Storm have the possession. They're down 53-46. Kiki Eichert to inbound. She'll get it to the hands of Riccara Hughes. For 1:34, Hughes with the ball goes left side to Baxter. Down low for Medlin. Medlin off the glass and in. That deficit cut to 53-48. Ball inbounded to Boyd, to Jaggers, back to Boyd. Boyd has that ball stripped. She's able to hold on to it, but there's going to be a foul in the process, and very, very fortunate for the Lady Tigers that Hughes nicked Boyd on that steal. So it was about another turnover there, but the Lady Tigers are in the bonus, so that will send Jada Boyd to the line for the 1-and-1. That foul goes against Riccara Hughes for the Lady Storm. That is her 2nd of the game. This is Boyd from the free throw line for her 1-and-1. Boyd's first of the bonus is up, off the back of the iron, no good. That's picked up by Medlin. Gets it to the hands of Hughes. Hughes in transition, 1:14 left. Goes right side to Eichert. Eichert looking for some help, floats it to Hughes. Hughes is going to drive the lane, a floater, it's up and in. We've got ourselves a ball game here. Lady Tigers with the 53-50 lead, a minute to go. Ball inbounded to Cliff. Cliff's pass to Litchfield is going to be knocked around. It is a contested ball. This has got to be a jump ball again. We've got a rugby scrum going on. It's taking me back to my college days. As that possession goes for the Lady Tigers, and so with 50.8 seconds, it's a barn burner. It is a 3-point game. Lady Tigers with the ball, and to Hopkins Central's credit, they have just been all on the Lady Tigers here in the last 5 minutes. This ball's floated into Boyd. Boyd is met there by Hughes. Boyd a little one-on-one with Ricard. Hughes has that ball tipped away. Hughes with the steal, drives. There's a foul, and Ricard Hughes gets it to drop. So bad turn of events for the Lady Tigers. Jada Boyd holding on to that foul a little too long. In defense, fouls Hughes as she goes up to put it away for 2, so Ricard Hughes at the line can tie the ball game. Hughes' free throw is up. It rattles around, won't drop. Mashi Glover picks it up, gets it to the hands of Jaggers. Jaggers, a little spin move, is double teamed. That pass is going to be high and wild, and that is a turnover for the Lady Tigers. So Lady Storm now with possession, 34.1 seconds to go, with the opportunity to take the lead on the possession. This comes to Hughes. Hughes across midcourt, 30 seconds. Hughes holds, looks for some movement. That pass is tipped. Contested ball that's picked up by Eichert. Comes down low, Cameron Clift picks it up. There's going to be a foul on Clift. So that will send one of the Lady Tigers' best free throw shooters to the line, and this is a tense couple seconds here to end this game. If you would have asked me if it would have turned out like this during the third, I would have said absolutely not.
We've had 2 games previously this year where the Lady Tigers have been involved in where they gave it up late in the game, in the fourth quarter. So maybe we can break that jinx right now.
Cameron Clift on the 1-and-1. Her first is up. She puts that away to make it a 2-point game. This is a vital, vital free throw right here. You hit this, you make it a 3-point game with 21. So this is big-time free throw shooting for the senior. Cliffs is up, can't get it to drop. That's rebounded by the Lady Storm. Talina Hardy gets it up to Eichert. 17 seconds. Eichert across midcourt. Goes for Baxter for 3. It's up and in. Ice in her veins. Ice in her veins. Gabby Baxter shoots. I thought that was going to hit the ceiling with how high of a 3-point shot that was. Absolutely drains it to put it a 55-54 point lead with 9.8 seconds remaining. And to Gabby Baxter's credit, that is a heck of a shot.
I mean, under pressure, you got nothing to lose, take it.
I was waiting whenever that ball was up. I thought there was going to be a pot of gold underneath the goal whenever it landed.
It was way, way high.
And so now the Lady Tigers at one point had a 17-point lead, have dropped it off to it. They now trail by 1, 55-54, with 9.8 seconds remaining in the game. So these are a tense couple seconds. Lady Tigers are about to really see what they're made of in this one against their 7th district opponent, the Hopkins County Central Lady Storm.
And you know we're going to get pressure.
You know they were down 17 with pressure that was difficult to break. You know with a 1-point lead in 10 seconds, that pressure is going to be out of control. This ball to be inbounded by the senior, Cameron Clift, for the Lady Tigers. 10.5 seconds left in the game. Lady Tigers trail by 1. Ball to be inbounded by Clift. Clift gets it to the hands of Boyd to Clift. Clift in transition, gets it to Glover. Glover up, she's fouled, but can't get it to drop. So with 5.4 seconds, Mashi Glover, the sophomore, will have an opportunity to take the lead for the Lady Tigers.
She got hammered. I thought she was still going to be able to finish, but she hammered really, really hard foul.
That was a hard foul. They earned that one. As that foul goes against Gabby Baxter, who just moments ago hit to put the Lady Storm up. She now fouls out with 5. And so at the line, sophomore Mashi Glover with the opportunity to give the Tigers the lead once again. So big time free throw shots. Glover's first is up, off the iron, no good. And so now with this free throw, Glover can at least tie the game for the Lady Tigers. Big time free throw here. Glover's second is up. She misses. It's picked up by Cameron Clift. She can't get it to drop. There is going to be a foul on Talina Hardy, and a rare miss by Cameron Clift on that rebound, was 2 feet away from the goal.
A wide open, a nice wide open shot. Just put it up a little bit too hard, and you can understand the adrenaline.
Could not get it to drop, and you've got to, like you say, credit that to nerves. As now Talina Hardy steps up to the line with 1.6 seconds. We're going to have a timeout taken. Hardy will have 2 from the free throw line, can make this a 3-point game, and so that just a wild turn of events here in the last couple seconds of the game.
To say the least, this is incredible to give up the lead that we had. And I mentioned earlier that we only had 3 turnovers in the first part of the third quarter, and we've ended up right now with 12 here in the second half. So 9 of those coming as Hopkins Central making their comeback.
And you have to credit a lot of that to Hopkins Central's defense. Yes. They have been all over the Lady Tigers. Not to take anything away from the Storm, they have earned every bit of clawing their way back into this game.
And the Storm have only 7 turnovers in this half. So that's where the ball game resides, is the majority of turnovers committed tonight by the Lady Tigers.
So we have 1.6 seconds remaining at the game. Talina Hardy will take her spot, or Talana Hardy will take her spot at the free throw line for the Storm. And these are big, big free throws for Hardy. Hardy's first is up, off the back of the iron, no good. So this right here, if she misses this, you have the opportunity to win the game off a quick shot.
And a strategy here, Eric, would be to miss it because the clock starts when...
She hits it, makes it a 2-point game. This ball is inbounded quickly as we have a timeout that's taken by Coach Thomas and the Lady Tigers. And that's be interested to see what's drawn up. Cameron Clift, it looked like, had the opportunity to take a step in and pull a shot away. So it'll be interesting to see how this last 1.6 seconds plays out with the Lady Storm with a 56-54 lead. Ball coming from the opposite end of the court.
Yes, the Lady Tigers with their work cut out, to say the least.
And this is such just kind of the way it has been the past couple games for the Lady Tigers, just tough break after tough break. As now with 1.6 seconds, they will look to try and, at the least, tie this game up. Not a very strong 3-point shooting team. I wouldn't imagine that we'll be looking to take a 3 to take the win.
No, I think we just got to get it in and make, hopefully get the ball inbounds, make one pass. Somebody's got to shoot it.
And hopefully you can get that one pass off. And with the pressure that the Lady Storm have been presenting, that's going to be very, very tough.
And I think the strategy, they're going to make us inbound it on the baseline.
This ball to be
we're going to have to throw it the length of the court. That's
so this is going to be one of those do you believe in miracle type plays.
Yeah.
As it's going to be inbounded from our own baseline. 1.6 seconds to go. Cliff to inbound. She throws it the length of the court. That's going to be picked up by Jaggers. Jaggers pulls for 2 and puts it in there. What a shot by the 8th grader, JC Jaggers. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable basketball. What a shot. There's some discussion if this is going to count. What a absolute shot by Jaggers. They count that as a 2. There's some discussion going on. There is some discussion going on right now.
I don't know that we won the game. I think it's just tied.
I think it should just be tied. They're counting that as a 2. That wasn't a 3. Oh, and so we've got some discussion as to what's going on, regardless of what they come out with. What a shot by the youngest player on this varsity team. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we are all tied up at 56-56. We're going to get some free basketball. And my goodness, you could not ask for a better shot. That was unbelievable.
And to give credit to Cameron Clift, who made the pass 3/4 of the length of the court, is tipped up, grabbed by JC, and shot up. I wasn't even looking at her feet. I did feel like it was probably a 2 more than a 3.
Unbelievable. She had 2 Lady Storm players on her, threw that up off the glass and in to make it a 56-56 game. Outstanding. But if that doesn't submit you a spot in that lineup, I don't know what will. That's unbelievable by the 8th grader.
Yeah.
So we are all squared away for some overtime. This ball is up, tipped to the hands of Chandra Litchfield, and you got to think the Lady Tigers have a spark coming out of this. Boyd is met there by Hughes, gets it to the hand of Jaggers. Jaggers looking for some help down low to Cameron Clift. That ball's up and in. Lady Tigers take a quick 2-point lead. So the 8th grader getting the assist to put them ahead. Up 58-56, 3:41 left to go in the game. James pass to Hughes. Hughes holds, gets it back to James. James having a hard time holding on to it. Finds Medlin. Medlin's pass is going to be contested. That's a jump ball. Possession goes out for the Lady Storm. So all kinds of drama late in this game. A 17-point lead that was erased to down 1. A last-second just desperation shot ties it up. And here we are in overtime. This is Hardy. Hardy floats this one up. No good. That's rebounded. But there will be a foul on the play. That foul, Kiki Eichert was fouled in the process. They're going to give that foul to J.C. Jaggers. So Jaggers everywhere on the score sheet right now. Doing a little bit of everything here at the end of the game. So Eichert steps up to the line for the Lady Storm. Her first is up and in. So we have a 58-57 ball game. Eichert looking to make it 2-2 and tie it up. Eichert second up and in. We're all squared away at 58. Glover to inbound this ball. Gets it to the hands of Boyd. Boyd floats it over to Clift. Clift to Litchfield in transition. Nice little pull up there by Litchfield, but puts it short. Jaggers with the rebound. Finishes it and one. J.C. Jaggers having a monster game here at the end.
In the last 4 minutes.
I mean, the last 4 minutes has completely turned this around for the Lady Tigers as she steps up to make it a 3-point game. Floats this up, it's in. There is ice in her veins. She is not missing right now. Lady Tigers up 61-58, 3:07 remaining in the fourth. Hughes drives, lots of contact, no good. Ball comes to the hands of Cameron Clift. Boyd in transition, met there by Ricard Hughes. Boyd a little one-on-one, gets that ball over to Jaggers. Jaggers holds, looks for a little help. She needs to move, gets it to the hands of Glover. Glover back to Jaggers. Jaggers looking for some movement. Instead, she'll take it herself. She's going to spin away. Little fake pass there, floats it up, errant pass. In transition, that's picked up by Hardy, and then nice job there. Good hustle by Mashi Glover to come in and tip that ball away, or that would have been an easy 2 for the Lady Storm. Maddie Tile coming back into the game for the Lady Storm. This ball's inbounded to Ricard Hughes. We're 2:36 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The ball in the hands of Hughes. Hughes skips it down low to Medlin. Medlin outside for James. James can't hold it. That's got to go out for a Lady Tigers possession, and it does. Tao came in sliding, but she was out of bounds when she gained possession. Jaggers to inbound. Jaggers looking for an open player. Having a hard time finding it, and that's going to be a 5-second violation. So that will be a turnover for the Lady Storm, so we have more drama unfolding. This game has not been one for the faint of heart, but if you are a fan of basketball, you live for games like this. Ball's inbounded to Tal. Tal's block rejected by Chandra Litchfield. Ball tips out to the hands of Eichert. 2:19 remaining here in the fourth. We're in overtime, and there is going to be a travel that is given against Taylor Moore, who's into the game for the Lady Storm. Lady Tigers will have possession of the ball. Lady Tigers with a 61-58 lead, 2:15 remaining. This ball skipped quickly back to the hands of Clift to Boyd. Boyd's going to take it, skips it down low, errant pass. That's tied up. We have a jump ball. possession for the Lady Tigers, so they will hold. Good job there by the senior to get in and do the dirty work to hold on.
I'm not sure what her intentions were on that pass. It was a accident waiting to happen, and fortunately we were able to tie it up. And
skipped around a little bit everywhere. This is ball to be inbounded by Cameron Cliff. Finds Litchfield. Litchfield off the glass and in. Lady Tigers with the 63-58 lead. 2:03 remaining in the fourth. Eichert over to, back to Eichert. She will get it back at the Lady Tigers logo. Eichert to hold, 1:51 remaining, finds Hardy. Hardy goes right side. This is going to be a three taken, short, no good, rebounded by Glover. Glover in a quick transition. Glover's going to slow it down, double team, gets it to Boyd. Boyd, quick feet, able to shake Hardy off of her, will back it up to the point, 1:35 remaining. Ball in the hands of Jaggers. Jaggers, top of the lane, will give it off to Cliff. Cliff steps in, pulls up just below the free throw line, up and in. Lady Tigers now with a 65-58 lead, 1:22 remaining, and things starting to look up for the Lady Tigers.
I'm feeling a lot better right now, Eric.
Definitely. I've gone through a roller coaster of emotions to get to this point. And we're at 1:10. The ball in the hands of Eichert. Eichert is going to come right side. 1-2 hop step jump. Can't get it to drop. She picks up her own rebound. Kicks it out. This will come to the top to Hardy. Hardy's going to drive the lane. Floats it. Can't get it to drop. Hardy picks up her rebound. Off the glass and in. 51 seconds remaining. Ball inbounded to Cameron Cliff. Cliff to Jaggers. Jaggers holds. I'm not sure how that was not a foul. As Eichert holds, has that ball stripped by Jada Boyd, and there's going to be a foul called on Eichert. So nice job by the Lady Tigers to hold on to that ball. As that foul will go against Kiki Eichert. That is her third of the game, the 10th for the Lady Storm. So that will send Jada Boyd to the line for the Lady Tigers to try and extend this to a 7-point lead. Boyd from the line. Her first of the double bonus is up, off the back of the iron, no good. It's coming back into the game, Ari Cara Hughes and Maddie Towle for the Lady Storm. Boyd for her second. Ball is up and in. Lady Tigers with a 6-point lead, 42 seconds. Ball in the hands of Ricard Hughes. Hughes across midcourt to Eichert. Lady Storm going to have to do something quickly with this ball. Hughes drives, lays it to Medlin. Medlin's pass way over the head of Maddie Towle, and that's just a needless turnover for the Storm. Lady Tigers look to be in good shape with a 6-point lead, 30
that turnover
seconds remaining.
Probably was the dagger.
That was a big time, just kind of floated that ball to no one. This ball is inbounded to Jaggers. Jaggers to Clift. Cliff looking for a little bit of help. We'll find that in Boyd, but that pass is picked off by Eichert. Eichert down low to Medlin. Medlin holds, tries to get it outside, comes to Eichert, 20 seconds. Eichert's got to do something with this ball, pulls a long three, no good. Contested rebound, Jaggers comes down with it, 11 seconds, 10, and there is a foul on the young J.C. Jaggers, who has done a little bit of everything the last part of this game to get the Lady Tigers to this point. With 10 seconds left, will take her spot at the free throw line, up 66-60. This has been a wild game.
JC with 3 points here in overtime, and the crucial basket to tie at the end of regulation.
Jaggers first is up, no good. She will have an opportunity for the second as the Lady Tigers are in the double bonus. Jaggers 0 for 1 on this attempt. Her second is up. Gets it to drop. 67-6 lead, 9 seconds remaining, 5 seconds. In the hands of Hughes. Hughes over to Eichert. Eichert is going to lay that to Hardy. Hardy up, no good. Basket will not count, and so at the end of overtime, the Lady Tigers pull out a miraculous 67-60 victory over the visiting Hopkins County Central Lady Storm. What an exciting district. That's what district matchup play is all about. We will go ahead and take a 3-minute break and be back with some post-game analysis and get you all set for the boys game. You've been listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger, WPKY Online.
Local Totocino on the Marion Road in Princeton is the best place to experience delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine with an extensive menu that has something for everyone. Choose from local favorites like